Hey guys, this is Hell Hades, and this is another Raid Shadow Legends video. It is snowing in Raid Shadow Legends. So we've got the fusion just about to land. I've gone in and done a quick assessment of what's going down. So it looks like I've gone through every champion pool. The only new champion that's been released for this fusion event so far is the actual fusion champion himself. So I think in terms of good news, Blarium are doing a fusion with only existing champions in the game. Every other time we've seen a fusion, it's been with a number of new champions thrown into the mix. So I get they're going to be, by the sounds of it, they're going to be all voids. I should find out in the next 2 minutes. But yeah, this one looks like it's going to be with all existing champions. We have got a Yule tree that has popped up in the middle of the screen. I'm hoping they use this to do like a couple of Christmas presents along the way to Christmas. At the moment it's completely greyed out, so we'll see what happens with that. But let's get into this new champion. So do I think he's cool or not? I guess firstly, I mean, he looks pretty cool. Is he a reskin? I think he might be a reskin. But anyway, maybe not. Dwarfs anyway. He's a dwarf. He looks cool. I really like the armor. I love the kind of like aesthetics coming off of this frosty cape. That just looks so nice. They've done a good job with his visuals. Obviously got a crazy big mallet. He's defense based. We all love a defense based hero in this game. It's the only game I've ever played where defense based heroes are so overpowered. The only game I've ever played where defense is basically your offense. But anyway, he looks cool. He's defense based, which is nice. His speed's a bit low, but as a dwarf, he's got good resistance. He's got great base HP, great base defense. So let's get into his kit. I'll start with the easy stuff. So his passive is brilliant. So increases defense in all battles by 33%. That's big. That's as big as anyone out there in terms of auras, and certainly for pretty much all content in the game that's relevant. If we look at his abilities then, so he's got an A1, which is an AoE. He's got 15% chance, which can be booked up to 25% chance. Remember, this is AoE offense of placing a placing a freeze debuff for 1 turn. It's really strong. It's really strong. AoE freeze debuff for 1 turn offensively. That's the first part. Second part is instantly activates this skill whenever an enemy's under both a freeze and HP burn, and the HP burn basically ticks. So if you've got guys frozen and you've got guys under a HP burn, when the HP burn ticks, he AoEs the whole enemy team, potentially putting more freezes out there. It's pretty mental. It's actually great. It's a great ability for an A1. I mean, this is A1. It's normally like an A3 here. So we've got an A1, which is insane. We've got an A2, which is pretty strong as well. So removes all buffs from a target enemy. Yeah, we know in the arenas right now people are buffed to craziness, so removes all buffs. It's not like a chance to remove anything like that. It's just if you've got the accuracy, that will happen. Then attacks the target 2 times. Steals all buffs instead if the target's under a freeze debuff. So this guy is going to be about creating synergy. Yeah. Will ignore defense if the target is under freeze and HP burn. Okay, so this guy is massively about creating synergy. Pairing him up with people that are in frost armor, pairing him up with people that can throw out a HP burn. He cannot do a HP burn. This guy, you'll see in a second. None of his kit gives a HP burn. So third ability then, A3, is another AoE. So far we've got AoE on his A1. We've got single target on his A2 but ignores defense, which could be huge. If he hits hard, this could be huge. Watch out for my autumn videos. I think this guy might replace him. And his A3 is attacks all enemies again, puts block buffs and 100% heal reduction debuff for 2 turns on enemies under freeze. So again, a lot of this is you kind of need the freeze on first. Has a 60% chance of placing a provoke. We've got a chance to book that up to 80. For 1 turn on enemies not under freeze. So if you've got this guy in frost armor, if they're in freeze, great. You put block buffs and heal reduction. If they're not, then you provoke them to come at you, and hopefully you get freezes on them anyway. decreases the cooldown of a random skill of each ally by 1 turn for every enemy under both freeze and HP burn debuff. I mean, this is insane. This guy's kit is like arena heavy. He is like the arena champion of choice once you've got him. He's insane. He's not really anything to do with clan boss. He will be good in dungeons, but you need to team him up with people that will be good. But for me, this guy is out and out arena. And then let's look at his passive. So his passive as well is pretty mental. So 15% chance, you can book it up to 25. Don't worry about the cooldown just yet. 25% chance then of placing a freeze debuff on the enemy each time they receive a buff, get healed, or have their turn meter filled. You tell me an arena team at the moment that doesn't do all of those things all the time. It's like insane. This ability is insane. It's a passive. Lysandra, she does it on everybody. Arbiter, everybody. Getting heals. That's Arbiter twice. So you got 8 chances of Arbiter doing a speed up and heal of freezing them. And the debuff is 25% chance. This ability is mental. 15% chance. The 15% of chance applies for each effect individually. So it's not like Arbiter does those 2 moves, therefore it's a 50% chance booked. Each time it's a 15% chance or 25% chance. And then he's got this active effect that revives this champion to full HP when killed and places a debuff of freeze on him. That's on once booked a 6-turn cooldown. So again, it's just massively. This guy stinks of arena. Would I fuse him? Yes, I will fuse him. I think he is going to be mental. Like, go all out, guys. If you've got the resources to get this guy, get this guy. I'd say it's probably going to be top 3 arena champions. Now, the only thing that you need to try and do is to pair him with somebody that does HP burn. That's the only thing that's missing from his kit to activate all of this stuff. So, I'm just thinking here, who do I pair him with? I'm lucky because I've got champions, obviously, but if I get this guy in frost armor and he throws out his HP burn, which does damage, by the way, this HP burn does damage. You might have seen him in my arena videos. Then, wow, frost armor on this guy, HP burn from this guy. Yeah, we're going to get some silly synergies going there. So look, that is the new dwarf. Do I think you guys should try and fuse him? Yes, I do. We haven't had yet any news about the actual fusion. The events have just gone live. So, it looks like, as usual, we're going to have a massive, well, this is actually as high as I've seen, to be fair, 33k to get Exemplar, which is going to be part of the fusion. This guy is going to be a part. This isn't actually a fusion champ. This is just going to be a small part of one. So Arena Assault 750. It's tough. It's not insane. You do get energy from these as well. You actually get the Exemplar 550. So we're talking about if you're in Gold 4, you get 4 medals per win. So you're talking about 120 odd fights in a week. Fine. That's free to play achievable. That's okay. Champion training, that's hard. Actually, that's a lot of points, 33,000. Got 2 weeks. People are going to be grinding the hell out of this. The good thing here, I guess, is that you always want to be upgrading your champions. So it's energy well spent. But that normally what they do is they put the champion where this book is and the book where this champion is. I wish they'd made it the other way around again, because even then, that's hard. 28,000 is a lot. People are going to struggle with this one. People are going to struggle with this one, and it's the normal kind of amount of points. The good thing is it's not just in the tavern. Sometimes they say just leveling up in the tavern. This is leveling up anywhere. So when you're doing your runs on 12-3 or whatever, it will work. But yeah, that's a tough number. And then Summon Rush. What I would say is here. So Towering Titan's part of the Summon Rush. He's going to be part of the fusion as well for sure. There's likely to be a champion chase along the way as well to get perhaps one of the other pieces. I don't know if... I'm just going to actually close this video down, relog in and see if the fusion pops up. Okay. Okay, so I just relogged the game, and actually, yeah, the fusion's just popped. So amazing, right? Let's just see what we've got here. So what I've just said, we know about the dwarf now. Tormin is his name. Tormin the Cold. So it's going to be Tarin Titan, Basher, Rowan, and Exemplar. So they're 4 Void epics. They were already all in the game, and obviously we've got the usual stuff here. If you don't know, if you're thinking how am I going to get 4 Voids, don't worry, we've got them coming. So Tarin Titan can get from Summon Rush, or you can get 2 of the champions out of that champion training event, and you've got 2 more, but they're out of Summon Rush. So this is tough. So Vanguard, if you don't have Vanguard already, then you're going to have to get Vanguard or Harvester out of one of these Summon Rush events. Bear that in mind. You know, Summon Rush is probably the hardest one to make happen because you have to have shards to do it. So the second one, Basher, available again from Summon Rush Event 2. So you've got 2 Summon Rush events. Bear this in mind, guys. If you have only got a certain amount of shards, but you already have one of these champions and you need the other one, then hold on to your shards. Don't go crazy on the first one if you don't need Tarin Titan. Wait for the second one. Maybe you've already got the rest of these champions because they've been in the game for a long time. Basher can be got from Dungeon Divers, Fire Knight, Artifact Enhancement, Arena Assault. So actually Basher is easier to get with the champions than Tarin Titan. Tarin Titan, you have to go through one Summoning Rush. So if you need both of these champs, my advice would be Summoning Rush 1 is the one to use your shards on, because you can get Basher quite easily through other events, which are much easier to complete. Rowan, I'm lucky I've got a copy of Rowan already, but we've got Champion Chase, see, another summoning event. That's the third one out of this set of tournaments so far. Champion Chase, Champion Training, Champion Training, Champion Training, so those 3 are okay. Daywalker's the one that's a worrying. I think he's a Void as well, so that's another summoning event. Yeah, so we've got 3 summoning events so far, bear it in mind. Exemplar from, as one I just said, Champion Training, that's hard, it's a lot of points. If you're going to try and fuse from the other guys, you've got Arena Assault, quite easy. Artifact Enhancement, quite easy. You can see my guide on Artifact Enhancement, very easy to do. Spider Tournament, fine. Dragon Tournament, fine. Okay, so actually, Exemplar, you might say to yourself, I'd rather get these champions and fuse these and do the long grind for Exemplar. You would probably just get all of these champions pretty easy, and instead of Champion Chase, the other one you might have to try and get to is Daywalker, which will be much lower points. Basher you can get from all easy things, these guys, so you don't need to go completely crazy on this Summon Rush 2, yeah. So it leads Tarin Titan. If you're going to burn your shards and you need all of these champions, Summon Rush 1 is the one to burn your shards on, in my opinion. So, you know, I think, I don't know if I mentioned already, we've got this Yule tree and looks like there's some presents and stuff under it. I hope they activate this tree and start to dish out some nice gifts. But yeah, I'm going to get into trying to fuse this guy as quickly as I can so I can show him to you. But I'm quite excited about it. I think he's going to be a super cool champion. Is it free to play friendly? Certainly not like Cynic was. Not that I was here for that, but I hear that it was super easy. This is not super easy. This is another tough fusion, but it's a really good champion. So if you've got the resources, I say go for it. It's probably dependent on whether you've got enough shards to do the Summon Rush. Okay guys, I've been Hell Hades. Hope you enjoyed that. Catch you in the arena when I've got a cold fella whacking people in the face. Peace out.